An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Cornhuskers kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. From deep, it's Durham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Running inside, it's Berry. Got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Looking for the marker. Got some green grass. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the single back. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Going deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Huskers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Berry. Looking for room at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. An impressive good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They put the brakes on it.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Snap to the back. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Levitt. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Drops back on first down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he added the extra point. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Caught. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Play action on first down. Holds on, it's Wilson. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. There he goes. Past the 50, the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Clark. Caught, and he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Getting set for the point after. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. They'll take the penalty and move them back. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Got all the room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Number 8, set to kick off.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. first order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Handoff to the single back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They want to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After completion there on third down. They were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point was good.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Gators looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Nelson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The run inside. It's Berry. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw one first. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
The give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Left side, it's Barney. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. They'll run it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play fake. Fires left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. handoff to the single running back. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Right side, it's Canty. Turning it on. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get the corner. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the move. Sees an alley. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They're going to run it to the right. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. The fake and wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He's changing the play. To the air. It's Levitt. Look out. Gets rid of it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. First play of this drive. Looking for a huge play. Goes high to pull it in. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Lobs it off the back foot. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
Number 27, set to advance on the football.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Quarterback changing the play. Drops back, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. Same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
On the return. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little, too late? Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
That's caught. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And now this offense will take the field again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, LSU. And the stomping has commenced.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Watkins. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Drills him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the right. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Searching for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the left. There he goes.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Swamped immediately. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Burrowing for yardage. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We waited so long to start the season, and just